When we speak. On September 1st, 1939, the English poet W.H. Auden was in a bar in New York City, grappling with the horror of having just heard the news that Hitler had invaded Poland, but also very frustrated in looking around at the faces in the bar and seeing them all cling to the normalcy of their days. And so he wrote these lines: "All I have is my voice to undo the folded lie." Sadly, there are a lot of lies that still are pervasive in our times, and we've spent the week here talking about them and trying to unfold them. Racism, bias, poverty, oppression, abuse, injustice in all its many forms. But we didn't just come to talk. Peter opened the session, reminding us with Bob Dylan's words that we aren't here to philosophize disgrace and criticize fears. We came to act. But how, and how much is enough? Well, right here, right now, all I have are my words, this platform, and you. And I'd like to endeavor to move our moral compass from our philosophizing minds to our feeling bodies, our hearts and our guts. I had the notion of trying to coin a new phrase, proximate poetry, in honor of Brian Stevenson and his incredible reminder that we get close to injustice at a person-to-person level. But proximate is almost the definition of poetry. Poetry is an intimate art, it's an intimate act. It gets inside of us, and inside is where change starts, but it's not where it ends. Auden, towards the end of the poem, goes on to say, "We must love one another or die." I agree. So here is your poem. I wrote it for you because I love you. Abacus of Right Action, the Aspen poem. Here's the lowdown on heroism, how much easier it is when a monster, tall, on terrible legs, starts swallowing ships, or invaders swarm the village, torches blazing. The reptile brain need not factor odds when it's our fate encircled by rabid dogs. Truth is, brute instinct, not bravery, authors most epic feats. Reason luxuriates in the labyrinthine. Multi-tined trajectories forking myriad probable paths augur of rabbit holes, not moral math. Between I ponder and I do lies the fall. Logic struggles to compute plight of strangers, systemic flaw, inequity of existing law against our own catalog of fears, portion of comfort. How much harder it is to bear the steady drip of human travail, measuring mercy on a sliding scale, mine versus yours, ours versus theirs, marooned and grasping, safety ropes we don't know how to throw. All I know, words, my tow line through time. Try these, grain by grain, branch by branch, being by being. History hails the grand campaign, but nature moves in multiples, a ceaseless, determined, quiet shifting. And so, the lowdown on doing, 1 + 1 + 1, grain by grain, branch by branch, being by being. In the ecology of action lies the leap. Finch's beak, peppered moth, the moray eel's extra jaw, proof that behavioral alteration breeds new patterns. So forget finding an algorithm for just how and when to change the world. Move a bead across the row with those you love those you'll never know. Consider your life, theirs. Add a bead. You do the math. You do the math. There's a printed reminder, move a bead.